over him, and they're going to give him almost a 33, and Lebanon's going to be in good shape here because it's going to bring up a third down and about a yard to go for the first down. Maybe not a yard.
Good job by Damon Pitt staying in there against the pressure, looking for the secondary receiver, and he hits Ron on the comeback route.
Lebanon got to keep this drive alive. Third down and 1 for the Blue Devils. 3:43 and the clock is ticking. Pitt underneath, barking the signals. Here's the call. Handoff. Here comes Griffin. Outside over the 35, 36, 37-yard line goes Griffin. First down, Blue Devils.
Lebanon with another first down in this drive as the senior Joel Griffin making his presence known after sitting out a month with a bad knee, and he's back out here tonight. Terry, a good little run for first down yardage by Joel Griffin.
Tommy, a pickup of 6 for Lebanon, and all importantly, a first down.
Ball, nose of the football at the Lebanon 38-yard line. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. Double wideouts right. Pitt underneath. Pitt drops back to throw. Here comes the rush. Got to throw it. Loose football. Farragut may have it. They say they have.
Lebanon's kept possession somehow.
I don't know how they did, but they keep possession back at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 9 or about 8. They'll spot it at the 31. And it'll be second down and 18 now for the Blue Devils.
Pitt gets hit, and the ball squirts out. Negative yardage attributed to Damon Pitt on that play with the loose football. And now Lebanon looking at a second down and long.
Blue Devils put Zachary wide right to the far side of the field. C to the short side, near side, and to throw, and they throw to the spot. Carson, now flag. All right. Finally, we get pass interference as they knock Carson down up at the 38-yard line before the ball got there. And the flag comes in. That'll be an automatic, will it not?
I believe that's right. John, they tripped him. One of the linebackers looked like they got their feet tangled up with Elliott.
If you can't catch him, Tommy, you got to trip him. We've had that pass open all night long, and I guess the linebackers just got tired of getting beat on him.
Automatic first down.
That's going to give the Blue the automatic first down, and that's a big momentum surge for the Blue Devils.
Ball at the 46-yard line of Lebanon now, first and 10. 2:31 remaining in the football game. Lebanon trailing 35-28. Blue Devils triple wideouts right, one wideout left, no setback. Pitt over the middle, got Ron C. for about a 3-yard gain up at the 48-yard line.
Just like a running play, picking up 3 yards, Lebanon runs a little turn in. Lebanon's going to take the timeout. Timeout on the field with 2:21 to go in the game. 35-28, Farragut leads Lebanon. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The game, we're in the third round of the playoffs. Lebanon trails Farragut 35-28. 2:21 to go in the game. The Blue Devils looking at a second down and 8.
And we will point this out. Lebanon has been this far only one time before. Chance, if they can pull this out, to go further than ever before for a Lebanon team in the playoffs. Everybody out. Set back is Reeves, and he goes in motion. Pitt back to throw. Looks. Fires outside Ron C. Pass underthrown, and a defensive back absolutely all over Ron C.
He's drawing a crowd. Ron C., the leading receiver on this football team. When he gets in the pass route, they're going to find where old number 1 is. Lebanon ran the trips to the right side, single wide receiver to the left, and ran Reeves in motion away from Ron C., trying to isolate him in one-on-one coverage.
Third down 8 for the Blue Devils. Ball at the Lebanon 47-yard line. Pitt back to throw. Looks, got plenty of time. Comes to the near side. Pitt's got room. He's got 5 to the 50, down to the 45, inside the 40, written out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Pitt caught them all off guard, tucked it and ran. First down, Blue Devils.
John Bryan, a good job pulling the ball down and getting what he could get.
Well, he saw it was wide open, Tommy. He should have seen his eyes while he's running down the sidelines. I could not believe the whole defensive effort for Knoxville had gone to the right. We flooded the right side of the field, therefore Damon had the whole left side to run. Big play.
Blue Devils are at the Farragut 34. First down and 10 for the Blue. This drive started at our 11-yard line. Pitt looks. Handoff here. Stafford got a few yards up the middle, still fighting over the 34, over the 33, down to the 31-yard line. Goes Stafford on the carry. A gain of about 3 on the play to the 31-yard line.
Lebanon's going to take a timeout here after the running play. 1:59 to go in the game.
That's the last one, I believe, too, Tommy.
We trail Farragut 35-28, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
lining up in a hurry. Ball at the 31-yard line. 1 minute, 59 seconds. Lebanon has got time to tie this ball game. 1:59. They trail 35-28. Second down, 6. Pitt drops back to throw. Got plenty of time now being flushed, and now going to be dropped back at the 37-yard line. Lebanon taking a sack and losing some valuable time as well as some valuable yardage. But Lebanon in a hurry-up offense now. It'll be third down and 14 now for the Blue Devils. They're back at the 37. Pitt looking. Fires to Ron C. It's intercepted. Intercepted down at the 24-yard line. And that is
for the
McBay.
McBay with the interception. M-C-B-A-Y with the interception for Farragut. Lebanon in the hurry-up offense tried to hit Ron on the quick sideline route. McBay stepped in front of him. It looked like we might have had a little separation, but McBay closed the gap. And now Lebanon, here's that anchors away from the Farragut band on the far sideline. The clock's running with 1:20.
All Farragut's got to do now is fall on it, and the Lebanon Blue Devils are going to falter again in the third round of the playoffs. But what a show they have put on here tonight. Here's Dixon sliding outside. Dixon got some room. He's going to cross the 30 over the 35 out to the 39-yard line, but it makes not a lot of difference right now as the Blue Devils, barring a miracle, are a beaten ball club with 1:03 to play.
I can't understand why they're not taking a knee on that, Clyde. I mean, you could fumble or make a bad toss right there, and we could have another last-ditch shot.
Well, the clock is still running, and 50 seconds to go now. Farragut going to win this one and play Murfreesboro Riverdale next week. But what a show we have seen here at the high school tonight. Now they will take the knee, and the clock will continue to run, and Lebanon is not going to get the football back, and Farragut is going to get out of here with a win. But I guarantee you one thing, they know they've been in Lebanon tonight.
They've been in for a battle, and this Lebanon crowd that has come tonight to see this has seen a tremendous offensive effort by this Blue Devil football team. This game symptomatic of the effort that we've given all year long.
And again, they will take the knee. And again, that time the Farragut quarterback, Mahan, got hit on the knee, and the clock going to run out right there. And the Blue Devils are going to end their 1995 season losing to Knoxville Farragut 35-28. But we wanted to see Lebanon play a good game tonight, win, lose, or draw. They have played their hearts out, and they really put on a show here for the home folks tonight, coming up with one little mistake that got us beat, and that was the fumble that they ran in for the touchdown as we fumbled at the 20, and they scooped it up and ran it in. But what a show the Blue Devils have put on here tonight. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the post-game show.
Welcome to the post-game show with head coach Bob Dillard and sideline reporter John Bryan. Brought to you by Fakes and Hooker Decorating Center, your Porter Paint dealer. Southern Home Furniture. Auto Parts and Service, Lebanon, Carthage, and Gallatin. College Street Church of Christ Youth Ministries. And Harris Brothers Cabinet Shop.
He goes toe-to-toe with Farragut and is on the losing end of a 35-28 count, and Lebanon throwing, shooting the last shot, so to speak, and going until a gun was out of ammo as they pull off an interception as Lebanon is driving for what could have been the tying score. 35-28, Farragut wins the football game. They improve to 11-2 in the regular season. They will advance to the semifinals next week. They will play at Horace Jones Field on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University against the Riverdale Warriors in the semifinals. Riverdale making a bid to make a third straight trip to the Clinic Bowl. Some great football played tonight across the state of Tennessee. Stay tuned for our scoreboard show that will be coming your way at the conclusion of our broadcast here. John Bryan is on the field making his way toward our sideline with Blue Devil head coach Bob Dillard and his post-game show. John, we send it down to you.
Coach, tell you what, this has been a season of ups and downs. your ball team never gave up all year long. They kept on coming back, and tonight was no exception. They did what they came to do. They played a good game. They gave a great effort. You got a bunch of winners.
Well, those young men are, they're hurting right now, but they are a group of winners. We had our back to the wall when we started these playoffs, and we challenged those young men, and they come out fighting. And we knocked two good football teams out of these playoffs, and we were beaten tonight by a good football team. It wasn't because of a lack of effort on our part, but, we made some big plays and kept us in the ball game and had a shot to win it there at the end. And our guys played hard, and I'm proud of them.
Coach, I tell you, they need to get their heads up because they played one whale of a game tonight. Big play after big play when they had to make them. And the last play on the interception, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but Ron actually was pushed out of bounds, and the boy, because of that, was able to make the interception.
Yeah, the guy's got his hands on Ron when the ball's in the air, and he's pushing him out of bounds, which, looked to me like should have been pass interference, but we didn't get the call, and they made the interception.
Coach, big effort tonight out of Joel Griffin. He'd been lost since our last home game here. I think it was against Hendersonville, and he got in and scored a touchdown and made some big plays, made a catch and a run.
Yeah, we felt like, Joel was healthy enough that he could come in some situations and make some big plays for us, and he did that. He had a couple big catches and a touchdown run and another big run or two. So, we were glad to get Joel back.
Well, we're proud of your coaching effort and the team's effort all season long, and they showed that they are true winners here, beating two really good teams in the state playoffs and really having an opportunity to win tonight and just falling a little bit short.
John?
Yeah, we did. We just fell a little short. We gave good effort, and we just fell a little short.
John, ask Bob, if you would, about losing these seniors.
Coach, what's this bunch of seniors going to mean to you, losing them? I know you're really close to them.
Well, that's the hard part of this job is going in here and seeing these guys and knowing that that's the last time that they're going to be in this place, and not just because of what they can do for us on Friday night, but for what they mean to us as young men. And that's some of these guys. They've been through the fire with us. We had our backs to the wall. Nobody thought we could do it. Nobody thought they could do it. And they come out fighting, and I can't explain how much these guys mean to me. And that's going to be the tough part, is knowing that those guys aren't going to be back around here.
People like Elliott Carson obviously playing hurt tonight. Chris Stafford hobbling around, giving you 120%. I could go on. Jeff Gannon was hobbling around out there still playing hard. Your linebacker crew, both of them been hurt basically the whole last half of the season. They never gave up.
No, they didn't. They played with effort and hard, and they got back up when they didn't feel like getting back up. We were hurting when things weren't going well, and we came back and we kept fighting, and hopefully they'll take those same lessons with them when they leave here.
Coach, I'm going to let you get with your team and your family, and want you to know that congratulations on a great season, and one that we'll never soon forget, especially these last three games. They have been barn burners.
Yeah, they've been good football games, and these guys, they're hurting right now, but they have nothing whatsoever to be ashamed of, and they'll, after we get over the hurt of this thing, we'll look back on it and we'll see that we did accomplish a lot of things, and that they do have a lot to be proud of, and that don't help the way they feel right now, but that's true.
All right, Coach, thank you for taking the time out all year long. Coach Dillard has been so gracious to come over and to talk with us, win or lose, and it's tough to do, especially when you lose in a game as big as this, to talk to us. But we appreciate him for his efforts, and we're going to take it back up now, or back to the station for, looks like, a 2-minute timeout. So this has been the post-game show with your host, John Bryan, talking to head coach Bob Dillard of the Lebanon Blue Devils. The post-game show has been brought to you by Fakes and Hooker, Southern Home Furniture, Auto Parts and Service, College Street Church of Christ Youth Ministries, and Harris Brothers Cabinet Shop.
Farragut defeats Lebanon by a score of 35-28 and advances to the semifinals of the TSSAA Class 5A playoffs. Back at FM 99 Control later on this evening, you can stay tuned and hear the scoreboard show and get all the scores from the playoff action across the state of Tennessee. And fellas, back at the station, if you would be good enough, is one more time to make those calls to the TV stations in Nashville and let them know our situation. We would very much appreciate that. Terry Stafford has got the scoring wrap-up, the summary of all the scoring, and then he'll come back with the stats, and it's a pretty lengthy scoring wrap-up right now. Here's Terry Stafford.
Thank you, Tommy. As Lebanon season ends in the round 3 of the TSSAA playoffs, as Knoxville Farragut defeats Lebanon tonight 35-28. Taking a look at the scoring recap, Knoxville got on the board first, 3:41 left in the first quarter. Their quarterback, T.J. Mahan, a 1-yard touchdown run as Farragut goes 43 yards in 5 plays. Dave Burnett kicks the extra point, and Farragut led 7-0. Lebanon comes right back on their first play from scrimmage. Chris Stafford goes 65 yards for a touchdown. Kyle Zachary kicks the extra point, and with 3:04 left in the first quarter, it was 7-7. Farragut scoring with 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Rudy Smith from Mahan, a 24-yard touchdown pass as Farragut goes 81 yards in 7 plays. Burnett kicks the extra point, and at the end of the first quarter, it was Knoxville Farragut 14, Lebanon 7. In the second quarter, Lebanon got on the board first. Joel Griffin, a 3-yard touchdown run. Lebanon going 80 yards in 8 plays. Kyle Zachary kicked the extra point. So with 9:27 left in the second quarter, it was 14-14. Lebanon coming back to actually take the lead as Stafford scored his second touchdown of the first half. Lebanon going 88 yards in 11 plays. Stafford running it in from the 4-yard line. Zachary kicking the extra point, and with 2:30 left in the first half, Lebanon led 21-14. Then with only 14 seconds left in the first half, Knoxville Farragut's Keyshawn Dixon runs it in from the 3 as Farragut marches 69 yards in 8 plays. Burnett kicks the extra point, and at halftime, it was 21-21. In the second half, Lebanon gets on the board first in the third quarter. 2:57 left in the third. Damon Pitt hits Ron C. for a 43-yard touchdown reception. Lebanon going 64 yards in 5 plays. Kyle Zachary kicked the extra point, and at the end of 3 quarters, Lebanon led this ball game 28-21. In the fourth quarter, it was all Knoxville Farragut as Knoxville scores 8:41 left in the fourth. T.J. Mahan hits Nathan Butterworth, a 5-yard touchdown pass as Farragut goes 68 yards in 13 plays. Burnett kicks the extra point, and at that point we have a 28-28 tie, 8:41 left in the game. The big play of the game then, Knoxville Farragut with 7:22 to go. Lebanon with the ball, running an end around. We fumble the ball. Omari Spence picks up the ball for Knoxville Farragut and runs it in for a touchdown. Burnett kicks the extra point, and there's our final. Farragut eliminates Lebanon tonight, 35-28. Let's take a 2-minute break.